See, Bayes theorem is a concept which is widely used in production department. Widely used in production department. Okay. So this will be used by production engineers. And the concept of the major objective of this Bayes theorem is to find out the posterior probabilities
Excuse me, sir.
చెప్పమ్మా based on
Sir, it is not clear, sir.
ఏంటమ్మా
Screen is not clear, sir. What you are writing is not clear.
జూమ్ చేయండి మేడం.
Zoom
How
చేయండి.
we can zoom? How we can zoom?
No,
Double click so that you can zoom.
no, letters are not clear actually.
ఇప్పుడే
Madam,
నాకైతే
sir told very less time, na. So, first of all, let's solve.
I think you are having network issue.
Yeah, from my side it's
It's very
clear.
clear, sir.
అందరికి
Yes, it's very
అందరికి
clear.
బ్లర్ ఉందా అందరికి బ్లర్ ఉందా
No, no.
It is clear, sir.
Okay. So do one thing. First of all, let me explain all the concepts within 1.5 hours. Do one thing. If you have any problem, if you have any, after that I will share with you the recorded video. Still, if you have any problem, don't worry. I will conduct some what we call doubt clarification classes. Okay.
Okay,
But
sir.
all those are unofficially. So officially, I will try to finish by today. Okay. Because exams cannot be done in 10-15 days. It takes time. So obviously in that in the remaining time we can take some additional classes and I can clarify your doubts. Sarina? So shall I move forward?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So Bayes theorem is basically used in production department, which is used to know or which is used to find out the posterior probabilities based on priori probabilities. Where priori probabilities are nothing but the chances for happening of a particular events which are already given in the question. I repeat, priori probabilities are nothing but probabilities given for a particular event which is already happened. So problem point of view, priori probabilities are nothing but the given probabilities based on the past information. For example, the probability for manufacturing 100 items for a machine is 60%. Got it? Or one more example, the probability for producing a finished item with a particular machine is 80%. And the probability is nothing but the maximum chances for either happening or not happening of an event, which is generally represented by P of A. A is an event anukunte, probability for that event is represented by P of A. So priori probabilities are nothing but the probabilities which are already given in the question. Now, based on the given probabilities, we need to find out the posterior probabilities. Posterior means by using the given probabilities, we do some experiments. With experiments, we try to find out the probabilities for unknown events. And blindly we can say that by using the probabilities of known events, we can find out the probabilities for unknown events. So probability for unknown events is called posterior probabilities. That means posterior. That means after experiment. Priori means before experiment. So the posterior probabilities are calculated by P of EI by E is equal to P of EI into P of E by EI divided by summation of I is equal to 1 to n P of EI into P of E by EI. ఇది జాగ్రత్తగా అబ్జర్వ్ చేసి ఇది గుర్తుపెట్టుకోవాలండి. ఇది ఈజీగా గుర్తుపెట్టుకోవచ్చు. ఎలా అంటే ప్రాబబిలిటీ ఫర్ ది P of అసలు EI by E అంటే ప్రాబిలిటీ ఫర్ హ్యాపెనింగ్ ఆఫ్ EI probability for happening of EI where E has already happened. E has already happened. గుర్తుపెట్టుకోండి, డినామినేటర్ లో ఉన్నది ఆల్రెడీ హ్యాపెండ్ ఈవెంట్, న్యూమరేటర్ ఈస్ గోయింగ్ టు హ్యాపెన్. ఇలా రాయడం అంటే ప్రాబిలిటీ ఫర్ ఎ పర్టికులర్ ఈవెంట్ వేర్ అనదర్ ఈవెంట్ ఈస్ ఆల్రెడీ హ్యాపెండ్, అలా రిప్రజెంట్ చేయడాన్ని కండిషనల్ ప్రాబిలిటీ అంటారు. వి కాల్ ఇట్ as కండిషనల్ ప్రాబిలిటీ అండ్ ఇట్ ఈస్ క్యాలిక్యులేటెడ్ బై P of EI. అంటే మనం దేన్ని క్యాలిక్యులేట్ చేస్తున్నామో అది, దట్ ఈస్ P of EI ఇంటూ దిస్ విల్ బి రివర్స్, దట్ మీన్స్ P of E by EI. అలా ఈజీగా గుర్తుపెట్టుకోవచ్చు. Divided by, if you observe carefully, whatever we have in the numerator, same will be coming under denominator. But here we have summation of I is equal to 1 to n. Summation of I is equal to 1 to n. So this is the formula for Bayes theorem. Now, I will explain how a problem is given and how to, then what we need to do. And what is given and what to do anedi I will explain with an example. This example you can get from our assignment. Assignment lo question undi chudandi. I will share my screen with you. So I'm sharing my screen with you. చూడండి, I think in assignment 1 question number 4b చూడండి, question number 4b కనిపిస్తుందా? ఐఎమ్ షేరింగ్ మై స్క్రీన్ విత్ యూ నా. జూమ్ చేస్తాను చూడండి, జూమ్ చేస్తాను.
Yes, sir, it is clear.
Bolt factory, yes sir.
In a bolt manufacturing factory and word అని క్వశ్చన్ అని చూసారా? This one.
Yes, sir.
I will mark it with a color if possible.
It's visible, sir.
Visible గా ఉందా?
Clear, sir. Clear.
This one. So I'm just reading the question already. In a bolt factory, machines A, B, C manufacture respectively 25%, 35%, and 40% of the total of their output. Wait, అక్కడ full stop ఉంది. In a bolt factory, machines A, B, C manufacture respectively 25%, 35%, and 40%. And this means the probability for manufacturing bolts by machine A is 25% of total in a particular day, and manufacturing of bolts by machine B is 35% of total bolts in a particular day. Similarly, for machine C, it is 40% of the total bolts. But continuation of the total of their output, 5%, 4%, and 2% are defective bolts. Ante whatever they are manufacturing by machine A, machine B, and machine C, out of those three, from machine A 5% are defective, from machine B 4% are defective, from machine C it is 2% are defective. Now a bolt is drawn from the total product and it is found to be defective, and this means machine A, machine B, machine C, first of all products manufacturing. So manufacturing of the bolts, machine A is manufacturing by 25% of total bolts, machine B is 35%, machine C is 40%. And out of these, the defectives are from machine A, out of 25%, 4% are defective, 5%. From machine B, these are 4% are defective. From machine C, it is 2% are defective. Now the question is, if all these bolts, whether the bolts coming from machine A or machine B or machine C, on a particular day, if you mix all the bolts manufactured by machine A, machine B, machine C, and if a quality engineer go to that mixture of bolts and to check whether quality is good or not, if he randomly picks a bolt from this entire mixture, I repeat, entire mixture in the sense the bolts, the mixture consisting bolts manufactured by mission A, mission B, mission C. So all three varieties of bolts manufacture in a total bolts lonchi. If the quality engineer picks one bolt randomly, oka bolt pick cheste, then a pick చేసిన bolt he found that picked bolt was a defective bolt a defective bolt. That means this total mixture consisting some defective bolts. Out of those defective, that randomly chosen bolt is defective. So the quality engineer duty is he needs to identify whether the defective bolt is manufactured by either mission A or mission B or mission C. So that's why he's asking that what. Now let's come for the question. What is the probability that it was manufactured by missions A, B, C? Ante that randomly chosen bolt was a defective bolt. That defective bolt is manufactured by either mission A or mission B or mission C. That is the question actually. So now what we can do is he's given information for six percentage student. We call it as 6 probabilities. Has given information for information with 6 probabilities. All these 6 probabilities are said to be what we call priori probabilities. All these are called priori probabilities. Now, by using these priori probabilities, we have to find out whether the maximum chances for mission A to produce defective bolt and the maximum chances for mission B for manufacturing defective bolt, the maximum chances for mission C for producing defective bolts. So now we are going to calculate probabilities for producing defective bolt for mission A, mission B, mission C. Those 3 probabilities are said to be posterior probabilities. Posterior. I hope you understand. Now I'm showing the calculations. Now solution. Now based on this, remember, first we need to write the given data. All the given data are said to be priori probabilities. Based on the given data, we are going to calculate unknown events probabilities. They are called as posterior. So first I will write priori probabilities. Based on this, I will go for posterior probabilities. I'm writing for, first of all, let's take the bolts manufactured by missions A, B, C are E1, E2, E3. And this means I'm saying that the total bolts manufactured by, I'm representing total bolts manufactured by mission A with E1, mission B with E2, mission C with E3. So now I'm writing for priori probabilities, and that means the given information. Priori probabilities. So the probability for manufacturing, the probabilities for manufacturing bolts by machine A is P of E1. So this is represented by P of E1. Now tell me, what is the probability is there for mission A to produce the total bolts? That is 25%. That is 25%. That is 25%. 25% means 25 by 100. That is equal to 0.25. 0.25. Similarly, the probability for manufacturing bolts by mission B is P of E2 is equal to, what is the percentage for manufacturing bolts by mission B? 35%. That means 35 by 100. 35% means 35 out of every 100. That means 0.35. Similarly, the probability for manufacturing bolts by mission C is P of E3 is equal to mission C is producing 40% items. That means 40 by 100. That implies 0.40. 0.40. So all these are bolts manufactured by ABC. So this is one information given. Now we need to write. We have one more information given in the question, that is talking about defectives. So is talking about defectives. Let's represent defective items with another letter. So let's take defectives B E. Defectives ni E to represent chedam, because total bolts ni E1 E2 E3 to represent chesam kabatti let's represent defectives with E1. Now the probability for defectives for mission A is, now listen, now very important identification. Here probability for defectives of mission A I am representing. Now I told you previously, already happened event will be written in the denominator and the present will be written in the numerator. Now here, while writing defectives for mission A has already produced items, that is already happened. That produced items are represented by E1. That means mission A total bolts are represented by E1 in the denominator. Now we are writing for probability for defectives. So defectives is represented by E. So probability for defectives for mission A is represented by P of E by E1. I have written E1 in the denominator because bolts were already manufactured. I mean, total bolts were already manufactured. So already happened event is written in the denominator. Now I am writing for defectives. So E will be written in the numerator. So this will be equivalent to P of E by E1 and defectives and percentage 5%. That means 5 by 100. That means 0.05. Clear? Similarly, the probability for defectives for mission B is P of, somebody tell me what is the representation for defectives for mission B?
P of
Same as
E by E2, sir.
P of E by E2, correct? Because we are writing for mission B, so mission B total items are represented by E2, so that was already happened, so I have written in the denominator. Now I'm writing for defective, so I have written E by E1 is equal to, what is the defectives for mission B? That is 4%.
Sir.
Means 4 by
100.
100 is equal to
0.04.
0.04. Similarly, the probability for defectives for mission C is P of E by E3 is equal to, what is the percentage? 2% given in the question, that is 2 by 100. That implies 0.02. So all this given information is coming under, what we call priori probabilities. That means the given probabilities, priori probabilities. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Now we need to find out posterior probabilities. But to find out posterior probabilities, we have to use Bayes theorem, na? So here I am writing. Now, to find out posterior probabilities, to find out posterior probabilities, we can use Bayes theorem. That is P of EI by E is equal to P of EI into P of E by EI divided by summation of I is equal to 1 to n p of ei into p of e by ei. So numerator denominator same untadi, but numerator we do not have summation for numerator, but we have summation for the denominator. So this is the formula for Bayes theorem. Now we need to find out. Now question chudandi. If you see the question, what is the probability that the defective whatever bolt identified for identified as defective? So for that we need to find out probability that was manufactured by either mission A or mission B or mission C. Now I'm writing for posterior probabilities. Posterior probabilities. Okay. Now the first one, the maximum chances for mission A to produce that defective bolt. The defective bolt is chudandamma. Now to find out posterior probability for mission A. Now here we have taken three events called ABC, where A is event 1, B is event 2, C is event 3. So when we are getting probability for A1, this is event 1. So in the place of in the above formula, in the place of I, we need to replace 1. I place lo 1 replace cheyali. Then formula I place lo 1 replace cheyandi is P of, substitute 1 here, that is P of E1 by E is equal to, now this becomes P of E1 into P of, this becomes E by E1 divided by, now coming to the denominator, here we have summation na. Summation from I is equal to 1 to n ante, n means number of events. Now I have 3 missions kabatti I will have 3 events. So in the denominator I need to write this we need to expand for 3 terms. That means first one substitute change, that is P of E1 into P of E by E1 plus second event key, to get second event substitute 2 here, that means P of E2 into P of E by E2 plus, now in the place of 3 substitute 3, that means P of E3 into P of E by E3. That's it. Now this is the full-fledged formula for Bayes theorem to get a defective bolt for mission A. Okay. Now children, now substitute all. If you observe these values, all these were there in the like in the previous space. Now tell me what is the P of E1 here? Fine children. What is the P of E1? 0.25. This one. What is P of E by E1? 0.05. That means 0.25 into 0.05 divided by, only same. That is 0.25 into 0.05 plus, now tell me, what is the P of E2? E2
0.35.
35 into, what is E by E2?
0.04.
0.04.
Okay, plus
0.40.
E3 means 0.40 na? 40 into 0.02.
Yeah.
This implies, just multiply these two, 0.25 into 0.05. It is 0.125.
Yeah.
Correct. 0.0125. Correct. Divided by 0.025 plus is multiply change. 0.35 into 0.04.
14.
0.014.
No.
0.14.
0.14. Not 70. 0.00014.
0.14.
No, no,
Three
no.
zeros.
का सर
No, no, no.
0.014
4 zeros है sir.
Only 2 zeros.
Only 2 zeros, sir.
0.0014.
Okay.
0.
0.0014.
Yeah.
Okay.
Plus
Can we put third one?
0. 0.008 sir.
0.00008. 0.008.
Okay, correct. That implies 0.0125 divided by. Now, add all these three.
Oh. Add 0.125, 0.00. So 0.
I think you get
Sir, at least
0.0147.
Sir,
0.008 sir.
sir,
0.
kindly check 0.0808 0.008 0.004.
Sir.
Sir, the second value was 0.014, sir.
Only 1 0.
Yes, sir.
Second value 0.014, third value 0.008.
0.008.
Yes, sir.
Okay, this
It
is
was 0.014.
0.014
Yes, sir.
and this is 0.008, na?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and this means 0.0125,
0.0345, sir.
0.0345. This implies 0.0125 divided by 0.0345. It implies 0.3623. Am I right?
Right, sir.
And this means, this
Sir.
means if you check this value 0.3623, if you multiply this with 100, you will get 36.23, na? That means 36.23%. And this means whatever that randomly chosen defective bolts by the production engineer, that defective item was manufactured by machine A. Machine A is there for 36% chances. And if that randomly chosen defective bolt, the probability for that randomly chosen defective bolts was manufactured by machine A is 36%. Now he's asking for B and C also. Now apply the same procedure for B. Now B is the second event, so in the place of I, we need to take 2. That means the maximum chances for mission B to produce that defective bolt is P of. Now in the place of 5 we need to take 2. That means P of E2 by E. That implies P of E2 into P of E by E2 divided by. Now in the denominator we need to take 3 times P of E1 into P of E by E1 plus P of E2 into P of E by E2 plus P of E3 into P of E by E3. Now no need to substitute all these values. Directly we can write the values, student. Already we have E2 into E by E2 now. What is that value? Tell me directly. That is 0.014, na?
Yes.
0.014 divided by these values already we have. And, I mean, the denominator is same, that is 0.0125 plus 0.014 plus 0.008. That implies 0.014 divided by the total is 0.0345. This implies your answer
0.040. 0.0405.
Sure, sir. Check it once again.
Correct, sir, correct.
0.0405.
Okay. 0.4057, na?
No, sir.
No, check it once.
What you have written is correct, sir.